If you look wealthy from the outside, but your bank account tells a completely different story, this video is going to be uncomfortable for you, because the things that make you look rich are the exact same things quietly making you poorer every single month, and most people have no idea it's happening until it's already too late. Studies on consumer behavior consistently show that people in the $60,000, $120,000 income range spend a disproportionately higher share on status signaling than those earning twice as much. In other words, the people who look the richest are often the furthest from actually being rich. The truly wealthy stopped trying to look wealthy a long time ago. By the end of this video, you're going to know exactly which purchases are quietly draining your net worth, not the obvious ones, not the ones finance gurus always talk about, the sneaky ones, the ones that feel completely justified when you buy them. Not a lecture, not shame, just the data, so you can decide what to keep and what to cut. And you don't need a financial advisor to act on any of this. You just need to recognize the pattern. The average monthly car lease payment in 2024 hit $595. Over 3 years, that's over $21,000 spent, and at the end of it, you own absolutely nothing. Leasing was designed to make luxury feel affordable. What it actually does is keep you permanently in a payment cycle, while the dealership profits every single time you upgrade. The fix. Ask yourself one question before any car decision: can I buy this outright within 12 months of saving? If the answer is no, it's not in your budget. Number 2, buying designer labels as a regular habit, not a celebration. A $500 belt doesn't hold your pants up better than a $40 one. What it does is signal to other people, most of whom aren't paying attention, that you have more money than you do. The research on this is brutal. High-logo visible luxury goods are purchased significantly more by people in lower income brackets trying to signal status than by the actual wealthy who quietly trend toward minimalist, non-logo items. The fix: 1 or 2 intentional luxury pieces you truly love, not a wardrobe built on borrowed identity. Number 3, death by 1,000 subscriptions. The average American household spends over $900 a year on subscriptions they've forgotten about or rarely use. Not $900 on one thing, $900 spread across tiny, $9.99, $14.99, $24.99 monthly charges that feel like nothing individually, but are silently bleeding you every single month. The worst part? They're designed to be forgotten. Auto-renewal exists for one reason: because companies know you won't cancel what you don't notice. The fix? Once every 90 days, audit every recurring charge on your bank statement. Cancel everything you haven't used in 30 days. All of it. Number 4, spending beyond your means on experiences. Because memories matter. Experiences do matter. Nobody is saying otherwise. But there's a version of this that's actually just status anxiety. Wearing a wellness mask, the $6,000 international trip when you have no emergency fund, the $300 dinner on a Tuesday, the concert floor tickets instead of the nosebleeds. The bitter truth: the memory quality does not scale with the price tag, but the credit card balance does. The fix: set a non-negotiable experiences, budget a real number before booking anything. If it's not already in the account, it doesn't go on the card. Now, everything I've covered so far, most people will nod along to and still not change. But this next section is where it gets more uncomfortable, because these are the ones that feel the most justified, the ones people defend hardest. Stay with me. Before we get into the second half real quick, if you've made it this far, you're already thinking differently than most people around you. The fact that you're here, watching this, taking notes in your head, that already puts you ahead. This channel exists for one reason: to give you the financial clarity that nobody handed to us growing up. No fluff, no get rich quick. Just the real patterns, the ones that actually move the needle. If that's what you're here for, hit subscribe. Not for me, for the version of yourself you're building toward. New videos drop every week, and the next one, I promise, is going to challenge something you currently believe about money. You don't want to miss it. Number 5, constantly upgrading your home before you're financially ready. There's a reason house poor is a phrase that exists. It describes someone who bought as much home as the bank would give them and now has no financial flexibility left to do anything else. But beyond the mortgage, it's the furnishing. painting, the decorating, the renovation, the we just need to update the kitchen that turns into a $40,000 project. A home is an asset. Constantly pouring money into appearances without increasing actual value is just expensive camouflage. The fix: separate structural improvements from aesthetic preferences. One builds equity, the other just satisfies the urge to feel like you've arrived. Number 6, paying for private school tuition primarily because of how it looks, not because it's the best financial decision for your family. This is a sensitive one, and to be clear, quality education matters. But when families making $80,000 a year are spending $25,000 of it on private school tuition, while contributing nothing to retirement or savings, the math doesn't work regardless of the school's reputation. Studies on educational outcomes show minimal long-term difference between well-funded public schools and private ones through middle school, especially when parents are actively involved. The fix: make education decisions with a full financial picture, not just a fear of how it looks to other parents. On one side, you have Marcus and his family, same house, same income as their neighbors, but they lease 2 cars, carry designer habits, max out the experience's budget, and send both kids to private school. By 55, Marcus has a beautiful life on paper and $68,000 saved for retirement. On the other side, you have their neighbor driving paid-off cars, public school, no subscription they don't use, 1 intentional vacation a year. By 55, the neighbor has $410,000 saved. Same income, same neighborhood, completely different trajectory. The difference wasn't sacrifice, it was just clarity about what was actually worth paying for. Number 7, paying for a premium gym membership as an identity purchase, not a fitness tool. The average American gym membership costs $58 a month. The average person uses it less than twice a week. The average person who joins in January stops going by March, but they keep paying because canceling feels like giving up on yourself. That's not fitness. That's using money to manage guilt. The fix: pay per class, use free options, or commit to a low-cost gym you'll actually go to. The most expensive gym is the one you pay for and never enter. Number 8, and this one is the most insidious of all: buying things because the internet told you that's what successful people have. There is an entire content ecosystem designed to make you feel behind, that you need the $400 skincare routine, the standing desk setup, the luxury hotel point strategy, the $200 water bottle. None of it is neutral. All of it is monetized aspiration. The truly wealthy are not on TikTok buying things to feel like they're winning. They're quietly compounding. The fix: every purchase you're about to make, because you saw it somewhere, wait 72 hours. If you still want it after that, it might be real. If you forgot about it, it was the algorithm. You now know that looking wealthy and building wealth are not the same thing, and for millions of people, they're actually the opposite. You know that the purchases designed to signal status are usually the ones most aggressively marketed to the people who can least afford them. And most importantly, you know that the gap between where you are and where you want to be isn't about income. It's about what you stop letting quietly drain out the other side. None of this requires being extreme. It requires being intentional. If this changed how you see even one of these purchases, share it with someone in your life who needs to hear it. Not because I'm asking, because most people will spend their entire lives looking wealthy and wondering why the number never grows, and you might be the one who finally shows them why.